Good morning, you guys. I'm gonna give you all the opportunity to start coming in, okay? I need to put my other phones on the charger because they've been off. Oh, sure, everybody trying to call me. I've been out of commission this morning. Gotta get out a little later, do some work. Hey, you guys, no, it's on 1%. I didn't hear my phone ringing. It's still on. How y'all doing this morning? I need to charge up my other phone too. How's everybody doing this morning? Good. Finally got a notification. I'm glad you got a notification. Hey, Bridge HP. How are you? How's everyone doing this morning? Oh, I tell you, I see quite a few people up this morning, which is good. Mm-hmm. I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. Okay. Let's see who all we got in here. We got Tyranny. Hey, Miss Tyranny. We got Miss Diane Wright. We got Little Miss Muffin, Courtney, Bridge HP, Mr. Parker, Nicole, So Witty, Little Miss Muffin. I think I call everybody that's showing in the You know what? My family is doing good. Like I said, I'm concerned about my cousin. I am. I'm concerned about my cousin. Because he's trying to hold up. You know how them street dudes be. They be trying hard um to hold up, but like his mother was saying, like his eyes are so bloodshot red. I think it's his pressure. Sometimes it's best to, I know guys oftentimes believe in doing everything in private, but it's okay um you driving to Texas. Okay. Like Texas. It's real hot in Texas though. I thought it was hot around my area. It's hot in Texas. Scorching hot. They get like that 113-degree weather. That's sticky hot. Ooh, I'm already chocolate. I don't need no tans. Yeah. That's where I have a cousin and a friend that lives in Dallas. And we had our family reunion in Dallas one year. I liked it. It's really big in Dallas. Believe it or not, I almost moved to Dallas twice. I almost moved to Dallas twice. When I injured my hip, this was some years ago with the Memphis Police Department, and I had to leave um Dallas. I thought about moving to Dallas because a lot of the officers were getting their training. They kind of Texas will come and recruit all of Memphis's recruits because they you don't have to pay insurance. They pay full insurance. That does not come out of your check. And they was paying triple, and they didn't have to spend all the money on the training because if you had went through the Memphis Police Department training. The Memphis Police has they have it intensive training. They spend about 100 G's per recruit. So I injured my hip, and I mean I remember a lot of the recruits were going to Dallas because they would set up at a hotel and recruit, right? All of every time a class graduated, they was stealing all the officers. They was luring them away with better pay and benefits. So one of my friends was like, "Why don't you apply for Dallas?" And I thought about it at the time. My girls were still underage, and I did. And I remember I went online, I applied, I went to the store, I came back, and a recruiter was calling me, and I promise you, that man was on the phone with me for like over an hour, trying to convince me to schedule to take the testing and all of that. Because by that time, my hip was healing up. Scheduled to take the testing. We'll schedule you for a couple months out. You come, blah blah blah. And I was thinking, I was like, dog, I never trusted my girls with staying with nobody that I didn't know. And I remember, this is a true story, y'all. I called the TD Jakes. At that time, he had a praying line, right? What you could call in. So I was like, I need some prayer because I need to decide. Because going to Texas, my girls are underage. What will I, do? Like, I'm gonna have to find somebody to keep them. I ain't letting nobody I don't know keep them. I didn't know anybody in Dallas at that time. And so this lady was like on the praying line. She was like, "If you come to Dallas, you'll be like a family. We'll help you with your kids." And I was like, "No, I can't trust that because I don't know her." So I almost made a decision to go because I was like, I'll leave my kids with my mother because training would have been 6 months and then come back and get my kids. And I was like, I can't leave my kids with my mom because I miss them too much. Like I love them too much. And it just was not meant for me to go because um, during that time you could not get a traffic ticket within a year. It was just not meant, y'all. I never get traffic tickets. If a police officer pull me over, they're gonna let me go. I never get traffic tickets, and I remember the guy had pulled me over, and he was just an a-hole. And he gave me a ticket. I was in shock. He gave me a ticket. I called a precinct and spoke to the lieutenant. They picked it up. They did. Before it even was sent, before it was even sent up, he was like, "Oh, some of these officers so stupid." But I mean, no. As a matter of fact, yeah, he did. He gave me a ticket. No, this is what happened. The lieutenant, when I spoke with Lieutenant Anderson, it was at the South Precinct at the time. Lieutenant Anderson, when I spoke with him, he was like, "Some of these officers are so stupid. It has already been sent up." And so he was like, "I tell you what, when you go to court, we'll go and I'll show up, and then I have the judge to pick it up and throw it out." But it was already sent over, even though it was going to show that it was thrown out or whatever. But it was going to show up. I think it was just not meant for me to go because I was gonna fly on out there and do it, but it was just not meant for me to go to a big city by myself. I wasn't gonna want to leave my children with my mother for 6 months, which means I would have been reluctantly trusting somebody that had some type of daycare to keep them. I'm real paranoid about that. So that's my story about almost moving to Dallas. It wasn't meant to be. Nicole said, "Miss T, do you still have problems with your hip?" I do. I sure do. Sometimes I do. Even though I wear heels, like every now and again, I'll have like a pain or whatever. And it came from when I was going through the police academy. There's a 6 foot wall that you have to run. When you're doing your training, you have to run and get over those walls. And that particular day, because it was at the end of our training, so we was doing a lot of they was really breaking us down because I mean we was at the end, we was going to be put out on the street. So they always say we break you down so that we can build you back up, and during that time they was really breaking us down. and I went and we were all right behind each other, running, jumping over the wall, running, jumping over monkey bars, all types of shit. And when I went and pulled myself up over the wall, when I landed over on the other side, I landed wrong and hurt and messed my hip up. Courtney says it's gonna be in 90s today, but feels like 110. Ooh, what's up? The favorite hustler's favorite hustler. I have the same problem. What do I do for it? What do I do for it? Take a Advil. That's what I do. I have to take a Advil. I take a Advil. Some type of a painkiller, some type, like over the counter. Tierney says, Tamara, I'm at my client's house that love to watch you on Saturday. She said, hello. Tell her I said, hello, Miss Tierney. We got to put some updated stuff on TV. On I'm gonna go back over to my. I do know. I've been so busy. I've been really putting out in the Huntsville market. I had I got a new show, a new program that started also. It should be on about right now at 10 o'clock. They bought some airtime from me. I went over there and produced their show and put it on. Wait, you guys, I was waiting for more people to start coming in. Um, Nicole, also, it's good to stretch. It's good to stretch also. Um, and it's funny because when that happened, I remember when because they sent me to you have to go to the emergency room and all that type of shit. I remember the emergency room doctor telling me that it'll heal. They had to take me out for a week. That's why I really had to leave because you couldn't miss for 3 days. I had to stay out for a week for it to heal. I remember him saying it will. It may give you problems later on. You're kind of young now. It'll bounce back, but it's probably gonna give you problems later on. But you know, and it do. I got hit by an 18 wheel. Oh Lord Jesus. Whew. I haven't been feeling my best. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I wasn't feeling good, and I've had these COVID tests for I've had them for a while. I don't know if after they get old, he said, "What we doing?" I had took a home COVID test, and I mean, I was feeling real bad, and it said positive. I was like, Lord, that mean, Then I took another one, it said negative. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is, it's not many, I don't know of many places that's really giving COVID tests anymore. But my cousin just recovered from COVID. She was in the hospital. She was in the hospital for a week and a half. So it's back out there bad. Hey Tamara, thank you for everything. Thank you, buddy. No problem at all. I appreciate you all's support. My mama gonna say, but just stay away from me. I said, okay. Cause I'm old and my immune system is low. I said, yo, you say that when you be want me to come and bring you stuff all the time, but just drop it off outside my door. I said, how about I just don't come and bring you nothing no more? Nicole says it's in the schools in Olive Branch. Wow. Well, it's around the Memphis area too, because my cousin was in the hospital. She was in the hospital for over a week. It did her dirty. Anyways, you guys, I want to talk about will the Young Dolph's trial bring closure to his fans? I have been having headaches. I have. At first, at first I was like, well, that's why I've been having the headaches. And then when I took another one, it said negative. I was like, well, maybe I just been having the headaches because of what happened to my cousin daughter, and his baby's mom. I thought because that really that stressed me right there. But anyway, I want to, like I said, I want to talk about will the Young Dogs trial bring closure to his fans? Okay, I was looking at this morning. I was looking at a recap that Raven had did, right, about Young Dolph's trial. And if you listen to Raven, and regardless to what differences anybody may have as it relates to Raven, hey Alabama hitter, um, you know, there's been all of this controversy about Raven saw the video. Of course she saw the video. That's their business. That you know what I mean? Like I have I have footage. I can see what's going on in my business on one of my phones, right? And so I was listening to her say that, and it was a recap that she did a time back, but she re-uploaded it. That when the first shot hit him, she said, it shocked him. She said, how you know it didn't shock him? And I may be saying, it may not be saying it verbatim, but I'm sure she actually saw it, you know. And she said, how you know it didn't shock him and it knocked him down after the first hit shocked him and it knocked him down. After it knocked him down, that was it, you know. And so that's why I say it, but she was saying, and I think she did that video last year, you know, and that's why I say, will it bring closure? Because I don't know if his family has had the opportunity to even see the video. I would think that they haven't, not at this point, but they may have because oftentimes when a trial, they're getting ready to have a trial and stuff. They will sometimes allow the family to come in right before that to show them everything so that it won't be so much of a shock. I'm talking about like the immediate family, his parents, his wife, his brothers, his immediate family and all of that, so that it won't be so much of a shock when they're in court. You know how they won't have to continuously stop court when there's crying and all of that. And then sometimes it just all depends. Prosecutors strategically want um, the emotions to be shown in court, especially when the jury is there, right? When there's emotions of the family. Um, Crying and stuff like that. Of course, they like for the jury to see just the type of pain that the suspects caused by taking away their loved one, right? So that's why I say, will the Young Dolph's trial bring closure to his fans? Okay, will people be able to accept? Um, will people be able to accept when this particular trial is over? Will people be able to accept it? Okay. What is done, the outcome, and all of that. Okay. Now, I know there's always been some back and forwards about Cornelius and if Cornelius was involved in all of that good stuff. I think I've said from the beginning, I don't have any doubt that he was involved. I do believe it, and I think it was just like um, you know, it was said that he didn't have any issues with Young Dolph. He didn't know him. He just was stupid enough to want to he was desperate and stupid enough to just want to try to make some money. And I guess he thought he'd be able to make it and live happily ever after and get away with taking a human life, which was an error. It just in his thought process. I mean, that's just I don't know. I mean, that definitely a flawed thought process. So that's why I say, will there be closure? I want pull up what Raven said. I don't think she would strike at me. Hold on. Child, if she do, this when I tell y'all, like last week was such a I don't think that couldn't what I've gone through in this past week, nothing could no strike could do anything as it relates to that. I promise you. Like even now I feel drained because of everything. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and not to jump off subject, just seeing like just looking at some of my family members, and of course, they treated me like I had to have on a mask and all of that. But just looking at the sadness and the energy of the sadness, I promise you, it drained me even more. It just drained me even more. That's why I know people say it's selfish to not want to go around, but I've always been like that. Whenever family members um die or something like that, I purposely try not to, because I'm a very sensitive person, and it really takes a lot out of me, especially when you're going and looking at the sadness in your loved one's eyes, and you can feel the sadness in their energy and all of that. And I promise you, even this morning, I feel drained. I do. I feel drained because it pulls from you, especially when you love people, to see them hurting and see them trying to hold up. It's really sad. I went because I promised my mother, because she was like, "Well, you always, when something happened in the family, you always they say you just try to stay away like you don't care." They don't understand, like everybody ain't strong like that. Everybody is not strong. There have been like family members that I love so much, that I had to contemplate whether I wanted you to go to their funeral because I couldn't hardly handle it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's keep the subject going. Okay. Nobody wants to hear about my problems. Nobody wants to hear about my problems. Let's keep it going.
I'm not showing a motherfucking thing that I don't have, motherfuckers. Obviously, it's cameras in that motherfucker. I ain't got time to lie, my nigga.
You know what? Maybe I should play the audio, because I don't want to take no chances on nobody striking at me. Hold on. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear the audio. Can y'all hear the audio? Are you all able to hear it? Probably not. Oh no. Okay. I'll play it from my phone. Okay, she said I could play it.
I'm not a forensic expert, nor was I there, nor did I see the footage. I don't know how everything transpired, how it started, who shot the first shot. I don't know who hit Dolph first. I'm not sure what happened, but I know the forensics do, the police do. The police know everything, obviously, because they round them motherfuckers up right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm happy they are. Fuck you talking about. I'm ready for this shit. For real. I'm ready for everything to come out. Everything's out in the open. I'm ready because I'm still gonna be outside. Ain't nobody understanding that. What? We don't know if it was a couple of bullets that hit him, because I did. One bullet probably had him hit that ground. But see, now you got to figure out uh what that the first bullet, if it was the first bullet or a couple of bullets, who knows? Got to figure out what it did. Where was it? Was it aimed towards his back? Was it aimed towards his head? Where was that bullet aimed at? Was that first bullet? We gonna know all that shit when the trial starts. They gonna break it down like a pound, like Scoles say. Salute to just say no, Scoles. gonna change. So let's go a little further. Okay. Y'all want they were how the windows at the bottom get shot out. Well, from if you want me to guess, I would say that maybe the first hit, if it was a first hit, how whoever did the first shot first hit him, and it probably just shocked him, or whatever the case may be, he probably fell, and unfortunately, when he fell, that was it. One bullet probably had him hit that ground. But see, now you got to figure out uh what that the first bullet, if it was the first bullet or a couple of bullets, who knows? Got to figure out what it did. Where was it? Was it aimed towards his back? Was it aimed towards his head? Where was that bullet aimed at? Was that first bullet? We gonna know all that shit when the trial starts. They gonna break it down like a pound, like Skull say. Salute to just say.
Okay. Now, now Raven is in the box. I can't put words in her mouth, but if I had to guess, because like I said, okay, as I said before, if I have a business, I do have a business. I get to see what's in, okay, my location. I get to see what's in my office. So it's nothing about that. If anybody has cameras at their business, it is so that they can see what is going on at their business. Now, if I had to guess, I would say that she, with her saying that, and she said it hypothetically, that's something to think about. I mean, because what she's saying kind of coincides with what we saw. They shot down, like she said. Where did they shoot at? They couldn't have been shooting at his head. They had to have shot him in his back if it took him down. Because if they had shot him in his head, that would have took him down too. But he didn't die instantly. That would have killed him instantly, right? So I think when instead of trying to, what's the word that I'm looking for? I think if people actually listened to what people said instead of trying to find um, reasoning and trying to be accusatory, you'd be able to get a lot of the nuggets, right? I think that pretty much would explain why all of the bullets were shot down. I think I said that a long time ago. What if they had shot at his back, shot him in his back, and he fell? That's a good way to get him down so that he can't move, so that he can't run, right? It shocks him, it paralyzes him, and then they just finished him off. Um, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So instead of being accusatory, I think it's good to, like, for me, I hold on to every word that people say, but I would do that. I'm an investigator, okay? And when things kind of coincide with what we see, of course, I mean, when people say, but she said she didn't see the video, but she don't have to say whether she's seen it or not. Um, but in listening to her, I believe that she saw it because it was their business. But it's nothing wrong with her seeing it, because I'm gonna see whatever go on up in my studio. I'm gonna see every single thing that goes on up in there. Okay, I'm gonna see everything that goes on. So I mean, just like anybody else is gonna see what goes on. I think we've kind of held on to things that makes no sense or no difference at all. You know what I mean? I think the main thing has always been to keep the main thing the main thing. He said, "Ain't convinced it was two shooters." The police hadn't said it was no more shooters. If y'all talking about what we saw, what they released to us, what they have released to the public, those were two people. One of them was turned at another angle. If you look at the shoes, they had on the same shoes. It's been quite a bit of photoshopping going on, because I was able to go back and look at raw footage of what the news put out, and I know they said in one of the video footages, or the videos or whatever, the photos, it was two shooters because one of them had like something coming away from up under his jacket. But if you go look at the raw footage off of the news site, everything is the same, okay, except for when they turn at an angle. I do video work. If you turn at an angle, it can make you look a certain way. We don't know if the wind was blowing, but they had on the same motherfucking shoes. That was how I know that that was the same person. Okay, they had on the same shoes. So, as far as I'm concerned, there was two people out there. As far as I'm concerned, right? So that's why I say it's good to just listen. If anybody would know what happened inside that cookie shop, it would be the people that did it and the people that own the cookie shop because they have the video. And so when people throw nuggets out there, don't find a reason to be accusatory. I think if people had just listened and stopped allowing people to get them so emotional and being accusatory, the people that was actually there probably would have gave you a little bit more nuggets. But when you allow people to get you emotional to accuse people, because everybody want to know what happened, right? Everybody wants to know what happened. And like I said, the people that own the place and the people that actually did it and the victims and the witnesses out there from afar would know what happened. Okay. So that's why I say when it all comes out, and I think it's time for people, right? I think it's time for people to start because I mean, I don't know everything that happened, but I think it's getting ready to come out. I know that it's getting ready to come out. So I think when people start being accusatory, at this point, it's asinine to be accusatory. I think it's time because we are adults to start trying to erase everything that has been put into the atmosphere because none of us was there. I'm talking about we're the spectators. Any information, even any information I get, even though it comes from credible people, is still secondhand information, right? Um, I think it's time for us to start trying to clear everything that we've had in our mind, every thought, or it's obvious, and this and this and that, and start trying looking to get whatever the truth is, because in 29 days it'll start to come forward, at least a great bit of it, with the two that's going with the one that's going to trial, because I don't even believe that Cornelius is going to trial. He gonna be up in there, but I don't think he gonna. And that's another thing people are not paying attention to. I don't think. Let me see if they've changed it. Okay, I don't think that Cornelius is going to trial. Okay, I know the news said, but they don't know. I'm trying to tell y'all myself. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Y'all, is there a reason why Cornelius is not showing up in the system? Child, I think I done just broke something, but they be, hold on. Maybe not. I figured this would happen. I just didn't. Hold on. Is there a reason why Cornelius ain't showing up in the system, y'all? Mm, hold on. I don't even. I mean, it's still showing he's in jail, but that means nothing. I worked in a jail. I mean, when they're doing something, they'll still, they know how to hide you in the system, and when they they'll keep you in there as a decoy. I don't know. Okay, so let me show y'all this. Okay, so we can make sure, cause see, I know my eyes and stuff done got bad. I be trying to put on. Hold on, y'all. Let me put on my glasses. Okay, hold on. Computer make my eyes bad. Oh, I was like, Lord, I look at put my computer down. I was like, I was sitting up here, ain't got on an ounce of clothes. I thought my camera had jumped on. And put my glasses on. Oh, okay. Y'all look with me, okay? We're gonna look together. Where Gray Face at? Somebody add Gray Face in here. Okay, so I'm doing Cornelius' name is Cornelius Smith, right? Okay, we're going through all the C's, okay? Let's see, we're going to the O's. That's C-O-N. Core. He's C-O-R. So N comes before R. So Corey, Cornell, Smith, Cornisha, Courtney, Corwin, Corey, Courtney. So we're in the COUs. We've already been through. Maybe they got it wrong. We'll keep going. Courtney, 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 Courtney. See, that's COUR. Now we're in the CU. Don't O come before you? What y'all think going on? Why he ain't in the system? I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch. Y'all think it's a glitch? What y'all think? We don't guess all this. We're gonna figure this out together. He ain't in the court system. So what? So what? Y'all think it's a glitch? Yeah, we just went through it together. He ain't in there. It means nothing that he's still showing up in the jail system. That don't mean a damn thing. I'm telling you that right now. I worked there too long. I know how it works. I was trained on this system too. And they're gonna be mad. She always talk about she was trained on the system. Bitch, I was. Shit. When they first got it. Because we used to have another system. Or they had I ain't them no more. I don't work there. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know, y'all. We all guessing together. Shit. Per the conversation we had the other day. Okay. Maybe he escaped. Maybe that's what it is, y'all. Maybe we're gonna go back and because see somebody else will go and find it and say, I don't know. I want to make sure though, because I just want to make sure. Okay, so Cornelius is Cornelius, Cor, this Cou. Let's see if they got it out of order. It was in order. So that's Chr. We're going on down. When the CHs, we need to go to the COs. Okay. Okay, now Cody Smith is starting in the COs. Okay. So that means Cornelius should start in the COs. Okay. Cornelius, Cor. So it starts with COD. So then we go on down. Okay. The Cor. So Cornelius should be coming up after Corey, right? Cornelius should be coming up after Corey. Cornell. So Cornelius should be up under Cornell. Because Connell, Cornelius is no, it's Cor. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we're gonna keep going. He should be up. No, Cornell. 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 And then Cornelius should be up under him because Cornelius is Cornelius. So he should fall right up under this name, right? As he always did. Am I right? Y'all help me out. Am I right? Y'all know y'all alphabets. He ain't in there. Okay. Um, let's see some. Y'all hit the like button. She said, if you were wrong, I would correct you. Thank you. Y'all correct me. I don't see him. Let's see if I bet straight drop still showing up. I told y'all couldn't. Okay, hold on. This is Justin Johnson. Let's see if he's still short. Oh, he came right up. His birthday is 4/10/98, right? I mean, Straight Drop showing up. That's him right there. They say bread to one. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Mm, mhm. Anyways, listen. It's a young buck shaking my darn head. What an idiot. Tashawn says the bigger case is coming later. Mm. Y'all keep hitting the like button. I don't know. I'm kind of lost for words after that one. Um, he got the whole ABC on felonies. Damn, Justin. He sure got the whole alphabet. I'm telling you. Um, Little Miss Muffet says Cornelius are told on everybody laugh out loud. He knows more than what people think he knows. Them phones they got from his house. I tried to tell him, but Cornelius, mm, mm, I don't know. I don't know. It's new, you know. But you guys, I mean, like I said, will it bring closure? And let me and let me say this. Like I said, everybody has a right to believe whatever it is they want to believe. And when I talk about this and when I bring up the cookie shop, because I almost be kind of reluctant to bring up the cookie shop because I hate to get so many emotions going. I don't be wanting to send hate, but I found when I saw her video this morning, I found that interesting because I think that she had put some nuggets out if people had really just listened to it, not to have people harassing her and sending hate her way. Y'all know I don't rock like that. I don't believe in harassing people and trying to get people killed and all of that. That's not. I'm a human being. Okay, I'm not barbaric, so that's not how I roll. But he said they might get that boy. Mm. Um, Tracy says Cornbread said too many attacks on his life. It's getting too close. He out. He got to make the best hand. Oh no, he ain't in that system. I'm trying to figure out though, how does his whole criminal card disappear? That's why I say, is it a glitch? How does his whole does his whole criminal history disappear? That's why I keep looking for it because I'm trying to see if it's a glitch in the system. Somebody else look for me. Somebody else that knows how to get into that system. Uh, Mm. Yeah, I hit the like button though. I know. Somebody at Gray Face. Somebody at Gray Face. Hmm. So and that's what I did. I just sent rest in peace, young Dolph a message. I, I would say that I could call somebody, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. Cornbread says deuces. They don't want me no car. What you talk about? I don't know. I'm a refresh the system though, but straight drop is showing up. Cornelius is just not showing up in the criminal. How do you erase somebody's whole? They took out any he had some stuff before, like his whole criminal card has been taken out, criminal history card, as that's what they call it, the criminal his card. So I'm just trying to figure out where it's at. It's not easy to just delete stuff like that when you uploading stuff into that system. You can't delete it. When you try to delete something, it'll take you through hell just to make sure you sure about it. Who's the attempted first degree unalivened for? Yeah, that's for Marcus. You can't even find him on TN fail foil, but straight drop on there. Oh my God. It means nothing about him still being it. No, hey, I don't know. I they said, is he passed on the glory? If he passed on the glory, they need to take his. They would take his picture out of the jail system if he was passed on. Like I said, yeah, what was CEO Tease's name? Joshua what? What was his name? Joshua. What was Tease's last name? Was it Joshua Johnson or um Joshua? Let's see if his card is still in there. Joshua Taylor. Okay. Let's see if it now we know he's deceased. Let's see if his car is still in there. Because normally when they're deceased, their cars still be in there. Maybe it's having some issues. Maybe they're having some issues. They could be updating. Maybe that's what it is because it just did the same thing with Teasy. Maybe it's update. Well, no. We'll try Cornelius again. It came up that time, right? This teaser right here. I think teaser was born in '96. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was born in '96. No, this is him right here, 4/16/95. Joshua Andre Taylor. This is him. Y'all see all of his charges and stuff are still in there, right? Everything he ever had. So let's go back to Cornelius. Maybe the system, there's a glitch in the system. Hold on. I want all of us to look at this together. It could be a glitch in the system. It's still saying he ain't got no card in there. That's weird. I'm spelling his name right. Cornelius. It might come up this time. Here it is. Okay, y'all. It came up that time. He said, I went on Tennessee governor and he's not showing laugh out loud. Well, it's showing up now. It's showing up now. It says my cousin was in the feds and he wasn't in the system for a while. He couldn't see anything. Well, it came up that time, but it's still showing that he doesn't have a trial date. That's why I kept trying it to make sure that it was not updating. Okay. But it's still not showing that that's his trial date. It's saying that he's supposed to report to court and it's not his trial. Okay. They say he's a witness at this point because he ain't going to trial. He took a plea. He's a witness at this point. No date start, witness plea deal. It doesn't say his trial. Okay, it never has. I don't know. I would like to know if it's not his trial day, why he going to show up there? Is he coming for a reason? Miss Muffin says, I'm still puzzled at why people think to straight drop is fixing to walk. It's wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking. They gotta put that into the atmosphere and make straight drop think that he's getting ready to walk so that he won't tell on them. I mean, they gotta make people think that they feel like he gonna get away so that they won't look bad. But anybody, that's got common sense knows that that's not going to happen. Straight drop is not gonna get away. The best straight drop attorney could try and do, and I told y'all he was gonna do it, but it seems like to me this judge has kind of hey Curly, has kind of cut all of that down. He wants to play games to try to get some technicalities. Now I know that they got on the news and said something about the jury, but I do know that that's not accurate. I know that for a fact. As far as waiting a week before the trial to get the jury, I do know that that's not accurate, but I do understand why they said it. Okay. Um. Hey, it says perfect person for witness at the beginning and at the end. He telling what that. Hey, positive vibes. Witnesses don't have court dates per se because the date they may be called to testify can change. Well, it says that he's to appear, but it does not say that it is his trial. It doesn't say that it's his trial. But as I was saying earlier, you guys, I think this would be the opportunity to try and erase a lot of what a lot of what we've heard, right? And or thought, because the raw proof will be put out. And I believe that straight drop is arrogant enough to walk into that courtroom with his attorney and decide that he's going to take a plea. And people go, he can't do that. No, he can't. He can. Yeah, it's set for September 23rd. I mean, but if he was smart, he would have. He would do it anyways. Oh, mm. I'm ready to open up the phone lines. You all tell me what you all think about what Raven put out. And she put that out. That was a video from last year. And I played that for a reason. I played that for a reason. I think that that's something, that people need to know. Now it's getting ready to come out anyways. Oh, Hold on, y'all. I want to say this, y'all, and I cannot. I'm not. I don't have to. I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm not into trying to do that. You know what I mean? That to me, people that try to control people, that's witchcraft to me. But I think as adults, we have to be mature enough that when somebody doesn't agree with what we agree with and go, no, I don't agree with that. We got to stop trying to control people by saying, well, if you don't agree with it, you covering for them people. As adults, it has been really been surprising to me. But then I didn't know it was so much mental illness until I got on YouTube either. Okay, I didn't know. I did know that it was mental illness in the world, but I didn't know how many functioning mental folks that there was. Right. I've seen mental illness whereas people you know, I guess they're almost like, you want to help them, you want to take care of them. And then when I got on here, I got the opportunity also to see the other side of mental illness where people are just demonic. Okay. Because that's a mental illness. But I think what we have to do is we have to stop being accusatory of people just because they don't to me that's trying to control. And I have issues with people. I've always had issues with people. That's why I used to get whooping, sis. Okay. I've always had issues with people trying to control me. And that manipulation control is just one of those ones that I absolutely 100% reject. And so you can't get, nor do I try to do it to anybody else. I think I've always been respectful of people. If they say, well, I believe this, I go, well, okay, well, I don't agree with that, but I don't attack them. You know what I mean? Um, but I've seen people just be flat out attacked if they did not go along with what other people wanted them to go along with, right? And so I think, and I'm talking about even as some of the subscribers, they don't know how to say, well, Miss T, I respectfully disagree with you. This is what I believe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what you believe. That's cool. But you have people, and I know a lot of them are sent out to do it because people like being sent out. A bunch of old ass bitches like being sent out. And I know no other way to put it than to come and be putting comments on my wall, um, you know, just spewing out um, stuff that they know is not true, right? Um, well, if you don't see what I see, you involved. Okay. All right. If that's what you believe, but you got to get blocked. Though. I got to block you cuz you're not going to bring your mentally ill ass over on my channel and be accusatory because you mentally ill and you got the nerve to say if you don't believe or see it how I want you to see it, then you involved. You said your piece and now you blocked. Okay. And then we just keep moving on. But I think we have to get away from that. And I also think it has a lot to do with, control. Like I said, it's basically just control. You do what I want, or else I'm gonna do this to you. Okay. Um, and that's how it is. And so that's people like that you have to stay away from. Um, they didn't just get on YouTube and start doing that type of stuff, right? It's just in them, and at the core of it, it's a mental illness. Okay, and I ain't got time to be uh going back and forth with no damn mentally ill retard. I'm sorry. Okay, I got other things to do. Shit, I got real things going on in my life. Anyways, you guys, especially about something because I'm mad at you because you ain't what I want you to be. You supposed to be what I want you to be. Okay, it's a lot of witchcraft on this app. Okay, that's the reason why I consistently pray. I pray before I get on here. I be praying all while. When I start seeing that witchcraft come into my chat, I start praying against them. They better be careful. I just quietly start, going into the spiritual realm, saying some prayers. Okay, they probably feels it afterwards. Okay, because when you do wrong, you gonna feel it. And then I pray after I get off. uh but anyways, y'all, the lines are open, but that's why I said we have to keep an open mind. That's why I said, will Young Dolph's trial bring closure to the fans? Okay, will it bring closure to the fans? um Will people be able to accept? Now I know, when this happens with the trial, and then they may not hear anything for a little while. People are going to say, well, it was a travesty of justice. But I feel like folks should just be patient even when this is over, right? I think people should be patient and just wait it out, because it's going to be some more stuff to happen. I think a good indicator is, have you all heard Mia J fussing lately? Mia J seems to have been. I watch her energy quite a bit. When something is wrong and something is not going right, Mia is gonna go live. She's gonna put it out there. You could tell by her energy and her spirit that she is bothered. I kind of watch that. I kind of watch her energy because I know, hey, and it seems to me, even though, I know she's still hurt or whatever, it seems to me that she's you know her energy hasn't been that of what it was before. Hey, this is Tamara.
How you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
Character. I'm kind of off topic, but I just called it. I didn't even know that. Oh, you remember your family that was in that car accident?
Yeah.
So that was Charlene. Charlene Booth.
Is that the one they call Joyce?
No, not. This is not one of them that died. This is a family member.
I know. I know the Hughes. Danny Hughes, Ronnie Hughes, all of them. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's my family.
I know that. They live right there on Tulane.
Yeah, because and I'm like, that's what my family said. But then it so Charlene, who's the brother, he's the
I think they call her Joyce. Well, now Joyce would be Pee Wee's auntie.
And Charlene was the one that she was in a real bad car accident, one that got to life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Charlene.
Okay.
And then okay, and no, Memphis really is.
It is definitely small.
In some way we could be related, which is just kind of crazy. It's through marriage, but I was talking to my aunt this morning, and she's like, that was, and I was like, no, I didn't know that. And then she's going, but I was like, I was telling you, my whole family was like, right, but anyway, Jesus.
Hmm. And Danny was killed. Danny Hughes was killed years ago. He was killed years ago. Yeah, he was a yes, he was.
Yeah,
Hmm.
oh yeah, that was. I just thought I'd give you a call, let you know that tomorrow I wait till tomorrow I gotta let her know.
Yeah, and Dan Treese, that was my cousin's Danny's, but Danny has a different last name. That was her father.
Gotcha. Yeah, I should be down there all the time. It's a little White House right off Tulane.
It was
Yeah,
directly across the street. Well, yeah,
Tulane.
from Tulane. Yeah, from the apartments. Pee Wee and them. I know the Pee Wee. Well, Patrice, her real name was Pee Wee, her auntie Joyce Lane, um, Danny Hughes, Ronnie Hughes, they all ran with my cousins and them up the street.
Yeah, Memphis was safe. And
Yeah, that they was just about getting their money and stuff. Now my cousins and them they moved on. They still be with they'll get with it if you want it, but they have successful clubs and stuff around Memphis, so they ain't a part of that. Hmm.
she was just telling me more about that thing, and I didn't realize thing with the and pulling car and all. I didn't see
Hmm.
the information and that way. They never even had a chance.
No, they didn't have a chance.
She was telling me everything. This morning, I was home right this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I know everybody around that little area kind of knew each other because I mean they just did. My cousins and them hung in the two-lane apartments, even though they live in the houses up the street. They hung in the two-lane apartments all day, every day. They may as well
Yeah,
had lived in there. Yeah.
like you thought I played all day, or whatever, but it was all fighting. There wasn't a lot of gun shooting back then.
Right.
My mom, my mom was a Jesus like your mom. When you said the other day, I was like,
I could hear you'll have to tell me your mother's name because I bet my mom knows her.
definitely won't say it on here.
Yeah, don't say it over here.
I had to crash out my uncle. All right, Missy, I'm gonna go. I'm not down to keep listening, but I just wanted to let you know that in some way we might. I got a really point now. Doing all this thing.
Well, I appreciate that. Uh,
Okay.
okay, bye bye. All right, you guys. Yeah, everybody around that area knew each other. I mean, everybody. We called the Cove to Shane Cove. Like, I mean, everybody just knew each other. A two-lane, and I mean, folks would go, "Were y'all scared?" No, we weren't scared to walk past or go into no two-lane. Nobody was gonna ever mess with us. Duke says, why they be hating on Pre as if them boys not doing their thing? Them boys doing their thing. I see Ken and Money in it, and they're not scared either. And that's one thing I see about Young Dolph's artists. They do their thing. You don't really see them being scared or anything. I'm extremely proud of the legacy that Young Dolph had left behind for those young men. They said that's what I don't be understanding. Laugh out loud. The hate is real. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. The phone lines are open. Y'all can call in 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. And y'all can call in. We're talking about will Young Dolph's trial bring closure to the fans? For those of you, I'm doing a recap. I kind of play a little video of what Raven was saying. And she posted it, I believe, today, but it was a video that she had done, like a live that she did last year. And I tell people all the time, to kind of take heed to that. Like, I think that was a nugget that was put into the atmosphere, right? That was a nugget that was put into the atmosphere when they asked her about why was they shooting down. I think that's how it started. Somebody came into the chat and said, why was they shooting down? And I think she kind of threw a nugget out there, right? And I'll say this, even if she didn't see the video, I'm pretty sure that, somebody told her about what was on the video that saw it. Duke Man says they need to listen to Jay Fizzum, Bottom Bay Survivor. He tells them exactly how he feels. I don't think those dudes would ever be okay. Now, if they had a relationship with Young Dolph, okay, he helped to change their life and gave them an opportunity. Those people would never be okay with what they did to him. They won't. They'll never be okay with that. Um, so even after the trial is over, when you take somebody's loved one, a person that has been good to somebody, and it's all about nothing, people are not okay with that. You know, just people who didn't even know him like that is not okay with it. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to if I could find it. Okay. Hey, Keela School of Glam.
It's cameras all in that building. I'm standing by it because that's exactly what it is. It's a camera in the kitchen. Since y'all talking about the shooters supposedly ran out the back door, well, guess what? The police would have saw that shit. You see what I'm saying? What else? I'm sorry, I got a text message. What else been going on? It's a camera right there at the register where my cashier was. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. It's cameras in there. I ain't got time to lie. It's cameras in that motherfucker. I ain't got time to lie, my nigga. But y'all seem to think I do. Oh well. What else is going on? Got past the cameras. Well, how come the bullets only were downward? Well, you know what? I'm not a forensic expert, nor was I there, nor did I see the footage. I don't know how everything transpired, how it started, who shot the first shot. I don't know who hit Dolph first. I'm not sure what happened, but I know the forensics do, the police do, the police know everything, obviously, because they rounded motherfuckers up right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm happy they are. Fuck you talking about. I'm ready for this shit. For real. I'm ready for everything to come out. Everything's out in the open. I'm ready. Because I'm still gonna be outside. The first bullet, if it was the first bullet or a couple of bullets, who knows? Got to figure out what it did. Where was it? Was it aimed towards his back? Was it aimed towards his head? Where was that bullet aimed at? Was that first bullet? We gonna know all that shit when the trial starts. They gonna break it down like a pound, like Skull say. Salute to just say no, Skull. Because we don't know what first bullet did. But we don't know if it was a couple of bullets that hit him, because I did see that AR-15 that dude handled like a little machine gun. I think that's what that is. We don't know if that hit first or if that little piece that the other homeboy had hit. We don't know. That's why I think everybody's anxious about this trial. They said the trial hopefully will be in the summertime or next year. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, Cutthroat, I don't know if he's in jail right now, but I did hear from somebody that I kind of believe that they did pick him up for questioning. Now, I don't know his ties to this because I don't know nothing about no True Mafia, Double R ties. I'm learning about all this stuff as this stuff progresses. I didn't know we still had gangs that were considered gangs in the city. and he pulling up and he see that nobody don't care about you being in here and makeup. But I did hear from somebody I'm ready for everything to come out. Everything's out in the open. But y'all seem to think I do. Oh well. What else is going on? Got past the cameras. Well, how come the bullets only were downward? Well, you know what? I'm not a forensic expert, nor was I there, nor did I see the footage. I don't know how everything transpired, how it started, who shot the first shot. I don't know who hit Dolph first. I'm not sure what happened, but I know the forensics do, the police do, the police know everything, obviously, because they round them motherfuckers up right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm happy they are. Fuck you talking about. I'm ready for this shit. For real. I'm ready for everything to come out. Everything's out in the open. I'm ready. Cause I'm still gonna be outside. Ain't nobody understanding that. Still gonna be out here. Ain't nothing gonna change. So let's go a little further. Okay. Y'all want how the windows at the bottom get shot out. Well, from if you want me to guess, I would say that maybe the first hit, if it was a first hit, how whoever did the first shot first hit him, and it probably just shocked him, or whatever the case may be, he probably fell. And unfortunately, when he fell, that was it. One bullet probably had him hit that ground. But see, now you got to figure out uh what that first bullet, if it was the first bullet or a couple of bullets, who knows? Got to figure out what it did. Where was it? Was it aimed towards his back? Was it aimed towards his head? Where was that bullet aimed at? Was that first bullet? We gonna know all that shit when the trial starts. They gonna break it down like a pound, like Skull say. Salute to just say no, Skull. Because we don't know what first bullet did. But we don't know if it was a couple of bullets that hit him, because I did see that AR-15 that dude handle like a little machine gun. I think that's what that is. We don't know if that hit first or if that little piece that the other homeboy had hit. We don't know. That's why I think everybody's anxious about this trial. They said the trial hopefully will be in the summertime or next year. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, Cutthroat, I don't know if he's in jail right now, but I did hear from somebody that I kind of believe that they did pick him up for questioning. Now, I don't know his ties to this because I don't know nothing about no True Mafia, Double R ties. I'm learning about all this stuff as this stuff progresses. I didn't know we still had.
Okay. Like I said, if we took the time to listen to some other people that actually um, would have some type of insight, I think we would get more nuggets as it relates to how it happened, what happened, and how it happened. You know, especially for those who might have some questions. You know, but like I said, I found that interesting. I did. Um, like I said, y'all call in. The number is 901-667-0119. Tell me what you all think. I would like to know what you all think. Call again, Tracy. I got it right here in my lap. I have it right here in my lap. Anybody wants to call in can. Um, Everybody's kind of quiet. Hey, this is Tamara.
How?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Same room. This is
Okay, what's going on, sister?
along with the rent and motivation of thinking with positivity.
Okay,
So it's what it is.
it's Tracy.
That's right. All positivity going on, and we're gonna talk about it. And look, I want you to go ahead on. I want you to start back up the TV show, Gospel Hour. I have a motivational thing going, y'all. It's on Facebook, it's on YouTube. If you look at start on YouTube, but I'm on Instagram. And that's the reason why my name changed.
Okay.
If you see it coming back,
It's Tracy IG blogger.
that's right.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
means that it's been in a real what radio station, y'all.
Oh well, that's a blessing.
That's yes, it is. And so I want to hook up with you when I come to Memphis because what? For 2 years in Memphis, that's the reason why I said put because you believe in what you're saying, you believe in what?
Now, what area did you stay in when you lived in Memphis?
Stay and right.
Okay, that's close to North. That's the North Memphis Fraser area.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah, because that was the upper. That was like the upper area, and you know what I mean. When you lived in Raleigh, that was that's it has changed. Well, let me ask you this, Miss Tracy. What you think about? Now, I was just playing that video. Um, did you catch any nuggets when or do you think I'm just reaching? I kind of think well, I think she had put some nuggets out.
You put the nuggets out. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you something. You're not for things at all. I don't money. See, it's just to fight. And I want everybody to pay attention. Everybody that can hear my voice. The closer it gets to this clock, everybody is going to be trying to pay it back. And here's what they say. When things happen, that's when you got the most chance to hear what? The truth.
Right.
Because ain't nobody got a chance to
Lie.
contain it. So if you hear people saying the same thing from the beginning to what? To the end, 9 out of 10, what? That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna take all this time to get this place into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna have this place for 5 days.
I'll never believe that, but not unless they have secretly pleaded out. Not unless Straight Drop has pleaded out.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna straight rock.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna get off late. Now who's gonna get off the same way? Everywhere. No. Y'all can see We said the Phoenix, the Paul, and he know all the major plays. So he's what you call Jerry Wood. Jerry Tiger. So that's why his testimony is really right. So they finna start feeding him. What's 3 years in the got him can't ain't nobody trying to kill him. Going out. You see whatever you do, you ain't got no words over. You're good. And for somebody who don't have no money or nothing, how is he looking at it? Mm-hmm. Take the time because he's what? He's rich. He got everything they need to know. Straight drop. Just like you said, Tamara. Okay. See, this is why this time you have a third before you
Right.
you ain't got time to say about what Jimmy Cookie did. He said that he should have done before the world. Everybody should be through into the they don't even give a damn what young kid them doing. Don't take something about the world is gonna be through it.
Yeah, it is.
They should have looking for all his work. This is going to going to do on every time you turn around, on every outlet, it's going to be something about this. This. And you're right. Let me a moderator. The moderator's lined up. Here's the spiritual. That baby, you're going to be. I mean, because you have every Christian. And like you say, that's your job. Your job is to what you say. You know right from wrong. You know by the school time. That's why I rock with you. I'm going to tell a lot of people, oh. And when I say, oh, you have to take a part of the yes. Mm-hmm. Camera. Don't let him wrong though. You got all the people on your right. You ain't listening. You ain't telling your body. You ain't doing nothing wrong. It's the fact. That's what you're talking about. You can have winners at 2 levels. So I started winning camera. And we better because you got it, baby. Right on point with the kids. You see how people come into your line? They come in the line. They do all the time. Mm-hmm. So, you had you got a good fan base, baby. One shot. Don't say yourself short, because I'm not. I'm a motivational what? Speaker. That's why. Tell me. I got you. We up, baby. You up. All you need is God, and you got it. Amen. You have yeah, it is. It's real people. Right, girl. You that's right. But I'm telling you, this is going to be your breakout face with your soul face. Because you own it. You own it like a hammer on top of the pillow. And you don't try to think about it. You don't try to say, well, I told you what to do. You believe this way. This ain't it right. You go this way. No, you don't. You do it. You have an open platform, baby. And you give people the right. Look at TV. I was on his line the other day. Out the fact of TV. I think I just saw him in here. Yeah, and see what it is, the name changed because And I got tired of people trying to come up on me.
Well, let me ask you something. I gotta ask you this. What makes you think that Cornelius is gonna get off?
Because they really don't want Cornelius. See, Cornelius got a lot to offer there. Because it ain't what? He was at the theme of the fight. He knows it's right clear.
Mm-hmm.
Having him in the mix. See, anytime you become valuable with it, and really, they really don't want you. They just need to be able to remember what I told y'all. When it becomes from faith to terrorism, you're on a bigger what? Playing field. Remember, faith takes them just like going outside, they.
Right.
But those things is oh. But a fan faith, I'm believing, they've been doing what? They've been doing their homework.
Mm-hmm.
65 to 98% conviction rate, baby. You can't buy them off faith.
Right.
And when Homeland Security get into it, you really what? You out of there, baby. So that means, like I say, and saying they got it and this and that, like I say, I can't wait for it to unfold because they got stuff that we don't know nothing about. Now, like I say, and rest in love for the identical twin that passed.
Yeah, rest in love to him. I spoke about him the other day. I used to love to look at Identical Show. Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a hey. Hey, I'm all about next is also like I say, for Jewel and also for number three. Number three. You know, hey, we got the true positivity in this world. And you know what I'm saying? So like I say,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying we got this back working. Like I say, you have my personal number.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach me on the personal level.
Okay.
You are my sister.
And I definitely will.
You may reach me, and like I say, hey, y'all can all follow me at you know what it is, Instagram or Facebook. Hey, I'm here to support my sister, and I'm here to support anybody positivity and motivation in your life. So if you need to pick up, like I say, follow me. I got you.
Well, I definitely know that I can. I definitely appreciate, you and your support and you calling in, speaking about giving your honest opinion on the Young Dogs case. Like I said, I've always tried to be open. I haven't allowed people now to come in here and spread propaganda that I know is not true. You know what I mean? But yeah, long live identical twins. Yeah. But I definitely the identical twin.
I got to y'all she got some research on her too. You're gonna know that. She's very she's fine. I have a freaking good lecture. If I'm come to you, I'm always next that, y'all.
Right.
Turn behind, I'll move behind you. You're gonna push you and look at you like, hey, I'm great like Thomas. They go.
I know, right? Well, well, I definitely appreciate you calling in and speaking, just speaking well of me. I thank you so much.
Always feel. Have my number feel. We on the what did you do?
Okay, and we will, and I love you too, and I love you too, and I'm gonna give you a call. And thanks for calling in. Bye bye. All right. Shout out to Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy always giving words of encouragement. I appreciate that so much. Always giving words of encouragement. The number is 901-667-0119. 901-667 um 0119. Okay. We're talking about, will the trial bring closure? And the reason why I played that video of Raven, and that was a video that she uploaded, I believe today, but she said it was from last year, and I think I remember her even doing that live last year, is because I believe that was some nuggets that was put out as it relates to that. You know what I mean? I wasn't dissecting it, saying, comparing it to what she had said before, because I don't know what she said before. I just know that when she said that, I feel like that's a nugget that people should pay close attention to, right? Because if you all, I stand by what I've said from the very start, and that is, nobody has told me, nobody credible has told me that the cookie shop was involved. That ain't gonna change. You know what I mean? I always say this, and I don't be trying to toot my horn or nothing like that, because I'm not a flip flopper or anything like that. I'm a good person to have on your team in real life, because I'm a motherfucking rider. When I say something, I don't flip flop. I don't go along to get along. I understand whatever it is that I want, I'm going to get it. And when I say I'm a rider, I don't know Raven like that. I'm just saying I stand on what I say. I don't go to the highest bidder. Raven can't pay me to say good things about her. Nobody else can pay me or bully me into saying bad things about her. I'm just talking about as a person. If I ride and I don't change like that. I don't change. If I change, it's because you did something to me. I found out you weren't who you said you was. And so I can't, I don't deal with flip floppity folks. I'm not even on here for that. YouTube don't pay me enough for that. Okay. I make a living outside of YouTube. That's how I do it. Okay. I makes a living outside of YouTube. Hold on. So that's why I stand on my word. I don't let people bully me. So I'm just not gonna, well, I'm just saying, the only thing I've ever said is people have a right to believe whatever they want to believe. Okay. But I have not been told that the cookie shop was involved by nobody credible. I haven't been told that. Okay. And I know, um, they said my best friend, she has her own opinion of what happened with the cookie shop. Nobody told her that. That's just her opinion based on whatever she says she been looking at. Okay. So that's her opinion. And she has been honest about, nobody has told me nothing. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think. Joy Loves God says, wow, rest in peace. Pray to him. I'm listening with the one ear. Yeah, I hate that happened. I don't know if he was sick or how it happened or what was but he did. He passed away, and I hate that because I always looked at their show. And I know with twins, I know with any siblings, it's hard, but those were identical twins. They seem to have rocked every time you saw one, you saw the other one. So, I hate that. I do. I hate that. Um, I've heard twins say that when, especially when they're close like that when one passes away, hold on, y'all. See, that's what I don't like about this text. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, whoever was trying to call in, it's been several people trying to call. Y'all call back. It has too many ads. And so when they showing ads, they won't let the call come through. It says, Tamara, I'm glad you said, hey, this is Tamara.
What's going on?
What's up?
What?
Doing good. I like I said, I was I wanted to get inputs on, like I said, do you feel like that the Young Dolph's trial will bring closure to the fans? And the video, what did you think about the little snippet of the video I played with Raven?
I mean, I don't even factor that into this. A lot of people don't agree with that, but it is what it is. If they involve you, you're gonna find out about it via police or the news. We hadn't had that yet. Will it during closing though? Because if it don't go clear, people gonna swear that it was a cover up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the internet. You can't try to stop people on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is go to opinion, give your take on it, and then move out the way. Keep going rock with it or they not going out. If they don't, it's all love.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, we appreciate the support. That's how that goes.
And the reason I brought that up, I was listening to that. Like I said, I feel like that's a nugget for people. When she said that when they maybe the first shot shocked him and knocked him to the ground, and after that, you know, um, that was it. I feel like that was a nugget.
And that's very possible. Because
Mm-hmm.
some pull up on you like that, it's gonna shock
Mm-hmm.
you. Everybody claiming to be, saying it's that person and this, that, and the third, but she's running with that type of situation. You haven't been it before, you don't know how you're gonna react.
Absolutely. And if it hit him in his back, he wouldn't, and he wouldn't have been able to get up anyways.
Right, absolutely. That's the same thing with Mr. Hustle. With Mr. Hustle, they said if you gotta provide that, he would never walk so the way they get off, yeah, they got him good. They got him good. Hopefully they get a chance, you know, pay for that.
Yeah, I hope that they get. I hope that they pay for it too, and I believe that it's gonna happen. It's easy to come up with a lot of different scenarios when you don't know all of the moving parts or don't have all of the pieces to the puzzle. But I do believe that they're all there.
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't feel like, we want to pay for that, but I think that they, um, can't say enough money to pay for it. They may need to pay back and some of their friends don't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? We two are the only ones that need to pay for that for being on this path.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Don't stop it quick. Don't stop it, Demarcus.
It definitely don't stop at Quet. It didn't stop it. I think Quet and Teasy were probably whatever level that they are on, they were on the same level. Um,
Right.
they got rid of Teasy because for whatever reasons, I think we all know why. And they got rid of Teasy, but it was people above them. I mean, I think it's pretty much established that they didn't come up with this on their own. That some people came to them. Regardless to how people feel about Mr. N, I think that a lot of what he said was credible. He basically put out there that they had been soliciting for that murder.
Right.
And it wasn't Quet and Teasy that was soliciting. I mean, it wasn't Quet and Teasy. It wasn't them that was soliciting. It was basically brought to them.
I think we're brought to quit and quit took it to thieves. He brought in straight drop. They on the lower end, you know. How that worked out, I don't know where they pulled cornbread from or why they had to settle. I think they, uh,
Yeah.
so they had to make it work. And half of it worked, they was able to do it. But one thing about, doing this type of criminal activity, you gotta factor out. The problem with the young kids, they never factor in the cost. How you go and get an Airbnb in Tampa, lay on Julio for 3 days, and then jump out on them and don't figure that you're not going to jail. You gotta have some type of resources to fight this on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about what it's gonna take. You going to jail, fool.
Mm-hmm.
The point, the whole theory is, are you gonna be able to get out of jail? Don't feel like you finna go on these missions and just go home and watch Jerry Springer because it's not happening. The technology is too good. When you pull down on these boys and do what you gotta do, stay out the way until they come get you. So they coming to get you. And it's so crazy because the people that they run with in the circles that they rotate in, they don't even know how solid these people live until the rubber meet the road. That's why you got cornbread and straight drop not looking at each other, all standoffish. You got people, saying backed up in their own little corners now, and they gonna come out against each other. But they was all on one accord in that parking lot.
Mm-hmm. It says stupid criminals do stupid crimes. Deshaun says Jerry Springer.
Now when King Deshaun would do, but
It says sounds like Alabama hitter. It is him. This is yes, the long way. Tam, don't say it. So I mean, listen, I hope that it brings closure to the fans. In a way, when you lose, when somebody died like he died, and he basically died for nothing. You know, I was looking at a video of Famous Animal, and Famous Animal did a video with um a guy named Cash interview. I don't know what made me. It came into my algorithm, and I clicked on it because I kind of like this music. He used to be with what's his name? I must eat. I am me Casino. They used to rap together a lot, and they were the two that took the Shy Glizzy's chain or something like that. Him and Casino, but the why famous animal asked Cash about this was 7 years ago about Gotti and Dolph, and he said something to the effect of, I don't have no issues with but it's bringing too much. It's bringing attention to the city, but they arguing about a B. That ain't cool to be. It don't look good, to be going back and forth with somebody about a woman. So I mean, hey, that's kind of what it started with, you know. Um, Dolph had, I think it was coming up because that's around the time they had started shooting at him, trying to kill him. So that was like 7 years ago. It was saying that that video famous animal did with him was 7 years ago. So even when he was trying to be taken out then, even the people that might have, been rocking around Gotti's camp a little bit more, because I think they kind of rocked with money back them a little bit more. They knew what was going on, and it didn't even look good to them.
Yeah, it was bad. Let me tell you this. And it's another reason why I don't think it's gonna bring the type of closure. The the city and you think just mental this is start moving too fast. Once you out of sight, you out of mind. And you could have truly kept might bring you closer to them. But as far as the city and the fans, you never gonna satisfy the fans. But it's for the shooting. The only thing is bigger and better things, The young dudes, they got their own little personal beef. Then you got the mob and that's what they dealing with. There's just so much going on to where it's like once you out of the race, you out of the race.
Yeah.
But as far as that, that means it may settle that, but it's so much other stuff that's going on to the point where you know they don't give folks time to breathe.
No, it don't.
Like the young people, the AOB kids and the somebody got something crazy.
Yeah, everybody got something going on, but it seems like that. Do it seem like a lot of that is starting to quiet down? It seems like the energy, it's like the quiet before the storm. I don't know. I I I be on Instagram more now than anything. I don't really see other than Stan G, Big 30. I don't. It might be some beefs going on, but I haven't. It seems like it's even with them, it's been quiet.
Like like them them kids, church line and them kids, they the ones that participate in the same type of activity that we done seen people like Dolph come to and Young Mob and Big Motor and all that. They mixed up with the same thing. But yeah, it is kind of quiet as far as the people involved and whatnot. I'm just ready for it to get started because finger point getting old. The finger point getting old, and from the finger pointing to the people on the internet, teasing folks, and what I'm saying, coming out the folks with all this vigor. Once it's out there, it's out there.
Hmm.
They still have some people that come out the they're not gonna quit. We're gonna give them a whole nother angle to cover this situation from. Or they're cover up, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like you gotta get involved. Don't get involved in, you know, music slipping under the rug, and that's what you're gonna hear.
Well, I think that I think that they've been involved.
No, they have,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to treat this as a federal thing, not a state thing.
Yes.
It's a certain in the state,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to. I think a lot of people feel that way. You know, they try
Mm-hmm.
to keep talking about more labels and more. You know what I'm saying? If it don't go federal, that's all you gonna hear.
Duke Man says, I believe Govan is the key. He not out for no reason until he get locked back up. I don't know what to think for real, but he working for what is the key. Hmm.
I don't know what to make out of that either. You know, why is he able to move around? You know, and it's evident that he's not as sick as he put on to be. You know,
Mm-hmm.
put on to be.
Right. It will. It's definitely a reason. I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we'll see. One thing for sure, we got 29 days, don't we?
that's
It ain't even 30 days no more. It's 29.
right here. Yeah, quit. He ends up turning state and beating it somehow. Man, he need to act like mental teenage and pack that station up and get.
You think he gonna be a Stan G?
Hey, he can't help it. Man, talk about quit after he done had quit on his cut.
Some people said that they don't I don't know I don't know what's true and what's not, but some people said they don't think that him and Quet into it.
Might not be. It might be small potatoes. It might be, but it might not be.
I thought Stan G was more into it with Big 30.
Yeah. I just ain't let him have it, boy. 36 him on the interview. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, like he got all the he got a better in his back to go at 30, but it don't look good. It don't look good. I went to later. Hmm. Trip through the hall, man.
They said the Tambora says the courts don't do any favors. You have to be working. You have to be working with them.
Oh, that's a fact.
And Duke Man says, T, you see your boy Gotti was at the rally for the Democrat. I feel like he's sure been trying to get into get around the politicians lately to try to get some reforms done. I find that weird within itself.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
And he want people to know it's like he's trying to portray himself. I think he wants to want people to think I'm in with these people. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. He's trying too hard.
Yeah. I don't know if he's trying too hard or he's just trying to buy himself into a situation where, you know, he'll be protected. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because and this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I was watching a 42 Bird video the other day, and one of the lines in the song said, "God is gonna leave us." I don't know what that meant, but I'm gonna stick that out.
You said 42 Doug? Hmm.
God is gonna leave us. Wonder what.
I wonder what it means too. What's the name of the song?
Hell, I don't know. Every time you do really on this channel, um, probably in the mid 40s to range, you say something about God is gonna leave us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check it out. Okay, the Alabama hit. I'm gonna take some more of these calls so I can get off. I had two more people call. I appreciate you calling in, the Alabama hitter.
No problem. I hate to leave that, man. Thank y'all for supporting the platform.
That's right. The Al. I was getting ready to. I'll talk to you about it before I say it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
No problem. I take that.
Oh, bye bye. All right, y'all. It was two more people called in, a 901 number and a 662 number. Y'all call on in before I get off. I've been on here 2 hours and I gotta I gotta get off in a minute. I have not eaten. I need to eat. I'm doing keto now. So I need to do my omelet. Oh, I need to look at my plan. I'm on this plan now where they send me my menu every single day on what I need to eat and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you?
Yeah.
What's up, Cypress? The site dog?
Shout out to Alabama. They called in.
Yeah, shout out to the hitter. So what you think about, first I want to ask you, what do you think about did you see the video I showed? Raven did a video last year, but she re-uploaded it. And there was a little part in the, when I listened to a little bit of it. And I mean, the part where she's talking about at that moment what could have happened when Dolph was taken down. I felt like that was, if people pay attention to, that's a nugget.
Uh, yeah, I watched a little bit of it. It all come out. That's all I can say. It all come out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. I know people feel like, that it was more than two shooters out there. I don't feel that way because I do believe it was more than um more people that was out there. But as far as jumping out of that car, even when the news showed that in the beginning before they scrubbed it, it wasn't but two people running from that car.
Yeah, like that's what makes them so you to keep them tipping to the long side. Uh, do I think we're gonna get full of justice from there? I doubt it.
Why you doubt it?
Cause I don't know. I feel like either he gonna plead out or I'm gonna be left out.
The sign has nothing now. The reason that he took about the case gonna be over in 5 or 6 days.
Like, yep.
And that's a normal thing, right?
Yeah, keep
Cases
it
like
popping
this,
down. That's why.
with cases like this,
Yeah.
especially of this caliber, a lot of times they never go to trial. It wouldn't be anything new.
Right. If it ain't gonna, if it ain't gonna, if it ain't gonna help, if it ain't gonna help them,
Hey, Big Pressure.
for the people that want it, it ain't gonna help. But I think mostly all of them are gonna pop out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't want to take all that time to a throttle like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think they, I think, and everybody pretty much popped out to the playground. Anyway, yeah. I think he might top out at the last minute. Yeah, but I don't know. We might. I doubt they ever get full justice for this.
Mm-hmm.
I think for his kids and everything, they should fight to try to get full justice for him. But I doubt it. At this point.
Um. Oh, dang. Oh, Diane, that was you calling in?
I don't think that is gonna go there after that victory. I think there's gonna be a lot of trouble now. So yeah, I'll say sure. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that is going there after that victory. Yeah, that's it. Everything on the table.
Well, I know you don't see Gotti. I know you don't.
Nah, it's kind of out to the home. I think I'm.
Mm.
I don't know how I'm why he run around with us. I don't know. He run around with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about the only person I don't think touch me, though. Rather well. But I can't do anything on the table.
I tell you.
Yeah. And that's all I pretty much wanted to step in and I don't know. I don't know if we gonna get for. I hope so. For the kids' sake and for the family's sake, I hope so. But I doubt it.
Well, okay. Well, I hey, everybody has a right to their opinion. I believe that there's gonna be justice in totality. That's just what I believe. That's just what I believe.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
Look, Diane says she outside. Well, Diane, let me let Diane call in before she go Cypress.
okay.
All right. Diane, call in before you go outside and start parlaying. McNamee says, that's what's up, Diane. You which football team? Oh, okay. She already. Oh, okay. This is football season. All the people that love football, yeah, I believe he going down. All you have to do is watch the Diane says, Mac, I like Dallas and I love Mississippi State alumni. I love Mississippi State too. People love Mississippi State better than they love Tennessee State. I don't know what it is about the Vols. That's the volunteer state. But people love Mississippi State. Um, hey, this is Tamara. The phone hung up. I'm gonna call back. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hey, Tamara, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. You okay?
Good seeing you. Who am I speaking with?
Think this is video.
What's up, 662 Media?
I ain't nothing much, right? You're chilling out and for you. I won't have some questions for you.
Okay. Now, are you calling from the 901 number or the 662 number? Because it's two of them showing up.
Uh, I'm from the 901.
Okay, okay. Because I'm like, how is that happening? Two of them showing up, a 662 and a 901. Okay. Go ahead, answer that question.
Yeah, so I think that it depends on what type of golf fan you were. So what I about is you got golf fans actually like, and then you have golf fans to view.
Okay.
The ones that are truly golf fans are listening to facts and nothing but the facts.
Right.
And the ones who are click review fans are the ones saying, I was kidding. I was wrong.
Yeah, they do.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, so I think that facts themselves will be laid out as far as the Raven goes. Well, the Raven didn't have anything. But there are people who get you everywhere.
Uh, hold on, 662 me. Hold on 1 second. Don't hang up. Hold up. What's up, Diane?
What's up, Tamara? Hey, see, they got me blocked on my other number. This is my work phone. They playing games.
Dirty dogs.
Want the trouble. Can you hear me, Tamara?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Aren't we outside today?
So tell me that. So tell me, Diane, what you think?
About him. Ask the question.
Do you think that the trial will bring closure? And did you see that little snippet of what I was showing of the video with Raven?
I missed that part, but I heard you talk about it. This is what I think. Once this trial is over, it will bring some form of closure, but as a and I don't think it will bring complete closure because of the fact that Dolph still is not here.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll give us some solace, but for me, it won't fully. I won't be fully satisfied because the man lost his life for nothing.
That's true.
My take.
That's true. That's true. A man lost his life for nothing.
So how can you be completely satisfied knowing that an innocent man died at the hands of somebody else because of jealousy? That doesn't bring me closure.
No, because it was senseless. It didn't have to happen at all.
That's right. That's right. And it's unfortunate that this situation where You can't back it. They can't even take this. It's something that they can't even take back. Some things you just possibly fix, but this you can't even fix this.
No, it can't be fixed. It can't be. It's sad. It really is.
It's really sad. It really is.
Yeah,
Really
Cypher said,
so
plus Gotti gonna be free. Well, why do you think that Gotti is wanting to post that he's at the White House all the time and that he's into reform? To me, that's a sure sign of guilt and trying to he's quietly I guess passively, if that's the word I'm looking for, trying to show people without saying it, or make people believe. Now he's trying to make people believe. See, I'm in with these people. I'm untouchable. That's what he doing. But if you don't think nothing gonna happen to you, why are you so hard? Why are you getting into this shit so hard?
right. He's trying to boost his image, and in my opinion, it's not working. And also, just because a man wears a suit doesn't make him suitable.
Right.
Simple as that. Anybody can dress themselves up. There's a lot of devils out here dressed up and portraying to be somebody that they're not. It happens every day. So I'm not impressed.
Right. That's true.
But anyway, that's my soapbox for today. Auntie, bitch, to get on these Cayman Jack, and I ain't got a little bit. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it. Keep doing good work. You're doing an awesome job. Don't quit. Keep going hard, okay?
I will, and I thank you. I appreciate that.
Y'all have a happy Saturday.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Okay, 662 Media. I'm getting ready to call you back. I knew Diane was getting ready to, she was out, so I wanted her to call in. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I knew Diane was getting ready to get out, so I wanted her to, and I saw her calling in, my mind. Now, finish saying what you were saying. You said you don't believe that the cookie shop is involved.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, like have a problem in the leader have
Right.
if this is a small place, they're gonna miss him. I have them. Okay, I know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and then so what I mean by this you bring the trial bring to his fan. Got two different fan bases. Fans who are actually golfers. Those French fans. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we know who they are. Like I you know what I'm saying? One is asked me, ask me have I ever been in the picture? Like now on the field, I think that's the way up, way to fight. Because if it was me in that position, I'd be fighting.
I would too. Especially with the type of danger that I mean, we can't act like we hadn't been seeing that somebody been avenging had been spinning for you know what I mean. That's danger, whether it's fans or whatever. We see how just people who trying to cloud up has been trying to get them taken out just based on clout so they could vlog. But can you imagine like the folks who actually has who had a love for young Dolph, had a if they felt like that you there's a whole lot of money involved in this. I ain't talking about mentally ill people. I'm talking about when there's money to make things happen. I would do the same thing too. I couldn't just allow stuff because we see now people tend to believe anything, right? So I couldn't just let stuff be just put out there and I'm working, over in that area every day and just just let it marinate. No, I think I would do the same thing too.
Exactly. And through the same people that the madness out there, they have equally have people that follow them.
Mm-hmm.
And their followers can see this guy saying, 2014 dude, man got killed in 21. You picking up a payload in 2014 with a great truck in the yard. Then on top of that, that wasn't even the same type of truck.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, those people still follow him. So that means that the fan base ain't gonna believe it. The fake fan base ain't gonna believe it. But what I
Now you said it was a truck that was out there. Maybe you said it was a truck that was out there. Oh,
yard father got a 911 call. He intercepted his 911 call. I don't know how he got it. But he described the street over there behind that. Drives his house behind. So then he pulled up from a about damage in 2000.
oh.
So you showing your followers that's the same in 2021.
I tell you. Well, don't tell me who the vlog is. I don't even want to know. McName says, let's all get money and grow old. You know what? I wish that would have happened. Now it's crazy for people to think at this point, when folks say, "Well, why can't there be some type of truce or something like that?" I mean, how do you think it's going to be a truce? Paper Route would never want a truce with them. They took out a person that they loved. It'll never. I mean, they drew blood. They did the worst thing, the ultimate thing. It could never be a truce.
Same thing. And I also think, Tamara, I ain't gonna lie. I also think there's a lot of facts behind this case. True enough, probably have not thing, but in my opinion, honestly, not to be somebody unalive it.
At your place.
Like, plenty of places. You go back there behind us, hell, you can hire somebody, goddamn people. You never found.
I think if you're gonna plan something, you set somebody up, they normally take them away from the people that's involved, away from anything that they are affiliated with. That's why they try to lure them away. They try to lure them to unknown areas and stuff.
Exactly. And then they start talking about, see, this is what really, what, I never used to like working in, not on his job. Because you can, for 1 second, the you would be in CEO from one, from the school, all the way down cookie shop. And how was he hitting me? They talking about how his car got there and all that. Man, come on, man. How was he hitting me? And then plus, the cookie shop got videos. Videos say it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's cameras throughout the entire. You can believe me that the police don't want to reach. You know, when they went.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, camera,
It's video. It's camera. It's that one thing about Memphis. They have um red light cams. So at every light, there's a camera, and it's in real time. It's going constantly. It's in real time. So they see everything, everybody that's going through lights and intersections and all of that, and they didn't just get them; they've had them now for about 10 years. Okay, so yeah, a long time. So everything is, everything is gotten. You heard the girl say that the CIA was involved. The CIA comes to crack codes, and I'm talking about and get those things that people think that they can delete and erase.
Right. So when you got people getting on you, and it's ruin real. But you can really keep on with you. People really stop to people so bad. They would become like they are really.
Yeah.
Because you just have people who have people who hey,
Mhm.
you know, what I see the you know what I mean?
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
it all come out, they all who gonna jump over and you gonna shine, you know, like, hey, you see it coming, you couldn't put it up, or shine, because feel like it's right here. But he's trying to destroy our future. He's trying to destroy our neighborhood. He's trying to destroy our kids. Raise somewhere else with all this land.
Mhm.
So when we talk about, oh, this is being a king of men,
Right.
trying to destroy our neighborhood. What you trying to do?
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't. I will say this. Like I said, I can't with not having a conscience, and I have not been told by anybody credible. I never was told that the cookie shop was involved. So I can't get on here and say that and have put those people's lives in danger. I remember when it first, like a little while after it happened, I remember talking to one of the state representatives, and he's bold and kind of brash. And but I like him though. He cool people. I like him. I know how to get back up with him. And I brought up the cookie shop, and he said, "What?" He said, "It don't make no damn sense. Them people, them it happened at they place of business. It just happened at they place of business. And they shooting up into them people business, So hey, he didn't even he didn't say he had anything to do with it either. So I think that's kind of been the energy. I can remember around election time. It's been so much to happen around election time a couple years ago, and those judges and stuff was coming through my my office. And a lot what happens is they start coming through to they pay me to interview them, right, so that they can get elected. And I remember like my front office, like my front waiting area, it kind of filled up because I kind of scheduled them in 15-minute increments because the judges are still lawyers. They don't like to do a lot of talking. They just want to ask you to vote for them, put their face out there, and then the next person comes in on the segment. And I remember overhearing them talking about that. This is how I know ain't nobody gonna get away with nothing. And I don't mean no harm. Them old white judges was in there, and I never seen their face turn so red, when they was talking about that. And so that's how I know. I don't care what people say. Everybody ain't bought out. And folks want when people want to make you think that they got it like that they can't be touched. That's how you know that they don't have it like that. That's why I say if the cookie people was involved, them folks would have been snatched up so long ago. They would have been snatched up so long ago. That's the reasons why when folks started talking about land, can't nobody tell me about a damn city that I was born and raised in. And I know I got family members that was buying that land and those properties. They never would have, they controlled that. They never would have put that shit up for sale. if they didn't want him to have it. That's land in hoods that had turned into like trap houses and stuff. He was actually helping the neighborhoods. If they didn't want him to buy it, they did not have to put it up for sale on the land bank. So when they started talking about all these narratives about all these properties, that's why I'm quick to say that's a damn lie from the piss of hell. These niggas ain't right. Stop putting that garbage out there. It ain't true. And I stand on that because I know it's not true.
Exactly. And guess what, Tamara? He got the very hard.
I'm talking about whoever it is. I've heard several people say it.
I have too. I've heard several. None of them are from Memphis. Not the one that I've heard. They ain't from Memphis. He might be from outside of Memphis. And Memphis.
You know, I've heard people talk about he was kidnapped. I never in my life would have ever thought that anybody would believe that, but now I understand, like in the YouTube world, that it's just about clicks and views. That's it. That's why you have to get lawyers. You have to get lawyers to start messing with people's livelihoods, right? And who wants to do that? But that's what you have to do because people will do anything for a click and a view, and they don't care because they just want a YouTube check. And so I think it's a darn shame, like the stuff that we found out. A lot of these people are up under investigation. These folks have been using their jobs, breaking federal laws. If you are in security, cybersecurity, bitch, how you gonna go and get your certification in cybersecurity and let some YouTubers put you? You think you smarter than the feds, bitch? You let some YouTubers who ain't got shit give you nickels and dimes, something that can't pay for no federal lawyer, because you're already breaking federal crime. You're going to need a lawyer that handles federal cases, and that already takes your stock up as far as your retainer's fee. You ain't got no criminal background. You just want acceptance and to prove that you smart. And a lot of these women got jealousy in their hearts that they mess over their whole livelihood. That's what has happened. You don't see me fussing about it no more because I had an investigator tell me, let us do our job. And that's what I let them do. I let them do their jobs. But it's going on. But I'm just shocked at the venom that people have on the inside of them. And it's all for acceptance. A lot of these YouTubers doing it for money. These folks on the outside that's actually got jobs, that's working in hospitals and shit like that, they doing it for acceptance because they ain't never had nothing to gain to begin with.
I don't agree. Like, I don't understand how you follow a person with your own eyes. Or use your own common sense. You know, you start talking about napping and cloning and all that, man, you way off. You way off the mark. You ain't nowhere near what's going on.
And banks. And let me add that. And banks. You got girls that's working at these girls working at banks that's violating. See, what happens with the banks, what I just found out is a dog, they can tell, don't they know when you going into people's accounts and pulling their information? And what somebody told me is that well, it's set up to be able to go back and see. But I mean, you could do it. But if there's a reason to put you up under investigation, there's always proof. So they don't go and look unless it is brought to their attention.
Exactly. It's gonna be a hole somewhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be the unaliving of somebody. It can be all.
That's right.
Right.
These folks are absolutely insane. It ain't nowhere in the world I would ever let nobody. That's why I've always been very responsible. When I pull information, I pulls it online. I let them know, look, this right here is the public site. Anything I pull up is the public site. First of all, I'm not going to Young Dolph's, and I have said this, Young Dolph's investigation has top tier people on it. You got experienced MPD investigators. You got federal entities. I mean, and anytime the CIA is brought in to do some work, how you gonna top that?
You can't top it. You can't top it. Ain't no law to top it. Not unless you're the CIA. And you'll be a fool. No. It's what it is, man. It's crazy.
So I think people need to be extremely cognizant. And I think when all of this stuff is over in this YouTube world, because ain't nothing gonna change in my life. It ain't nothing gonna change in my life. I already knew what was going on. When I got on here, I might have been a little blinded because I was pulled into some stuff that I didn't even have to be in. Because I guess people thought they was gonna discredit me. But when you pull me into a fight, I fight as dirty as I can fight quietly. That's how I do it. Because I knows how to fight. I've been working in the criminal justice system too long. I know how to do it. So and when I do it, it's right. It's legal. I know how to fight legally. These people do illegal stuff. I don't do no illegal stuff because I understand that you could be right, but if it's anything illegal in it, it's completely asinine. It's gonna work against you. Period.
Exactly. It's thrown out. It's thrown out. And whatever technically happens behind that, thrown out. There's no good in that. It's just like an illegal person thing. You find what you do. But if you put them back the wrong way, it's thrown out.
It's completely thrown. That's what these folks don't understand. So sometimes when you go about it the legal way, it's perpetual. But I promise you, them results be on point. I promise you.
Yeah, I just kind of went for a legal.
Yeah, they want to try to. I'll say this, and I know everybody has their own opinion, but I never was told that them folks was involved, so I cannot viciously attack that girl. I'm a human being. First of all, I'm human. If you don't have any concrete evidence that that girl was involved, how could you viciously attack her based on what you feel like is obvious? Motherfucker, it ain't obvious to me, bitch. I went at them. So how could you put somebody's life in danger? If them folks had any type of involvement, I promise you it's gonna come out. Them folks been telling on folks from day one. They telling on their own mans. It's a damn cookie shop. They'll tell on them before they tell on their own boy.
I was in the, I've been on the panel with both people that I'm talking about. I've been on the panel with, and I've been on the panel with another guy. Same time. When you were there last, you know you were there last. Clean pop.
Oh, you talking about in Double Tap channel? Yeah, I be best with Double Tap the long way. I like Double Tap.
Try to press that
Okay, so I think he tried to be fair. That's the way to do it. I think he's being fair to I guess allow each everybody to feel how they gonna feel.
I don't think you can spray the side either.
Yeah, I think everybody has their suspicion. It does look suspicious because we don't know all of the pieces to the puzzle. So when we don't know all of the pieces, and there are holes and stuff, it looks suspicious.
It's clear seeing all of the information out into the service. Let's see the extortion. Why we ain't seen the video yet? Who ain't seen the video because it would be bloodshed. Why you had it?
Mm-hmm.
You showed that video.
It would have been a bloodbath.
Think
I wish I could find that video. If I could find it, when them I know you remember where those folks in South Memphis. You seen my best friend on here, right? Have you ever seen her on here? She hilarious, but she real.
I came the last time when you was on. I think you might be on this one.
She get her drink on. She gets her drink on, but I'm gonna tell you something. She got her own opinion about stuff. I can't stop her from having her opinion about something. She get a drink on, but she real. She was she'll let you know what's her opinion. I think me and her, we she said what she feel based on nobody told her that, based on what she feels, okay, what she feels like is obvious. And I feel the way I feel based on, what I ain't been given no evidence. So I'm not gonna go off of just because I don't know the whole story, but she got it. I don't get mad at that's her. She got a right to that. That's my girl. I've been that's been my friend since I was 5 years old, right? And so, anyways, but she even said because she's still in South Memphis, okay, that they were that it was a war going on up there after young Dolph was taken out, okay. She even said it, so it ain't no myth. You had people on the internet saying they need to do something. It's people consistently dying, like right after he was taken out. I mean, for days, it was shootings and stuff going on. The folks that was in South Memphis was begging, please, somebody, y'all, they need to do something. It's folks up here dying every single day.
Reason why they doing it and the news are like oh, it's, on the video tape, sitting there. So going on absolutely oh yeah, the video product the top. But they have all the people science radio for New
They're killing, and he was involved. And he was out there.
York. And it's for they know for Zimmer. Come out on brand and get ready. Bring the car. They always got him to one hand on it. I guarantee you will not make that play. That's why he that.
Hmm.
You will not make it take the gun. You put one hand on it, dude. You will not make it out the gun. So it's sort of like you, it's sort of like you intimate right here. Check this out. So this is like if you send somebody to a federal agent, send somebody to come buy dope in there.
Mm-hmm.
Federal agents got to rely on me. Compliance for robbery. These ain't gonna be slammed before we get out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is we're dealing with a whole nother solver.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
Okay, you think he got security? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you could tell Govan ain't gonna go down for nobody. Govan is in his 40s. He been doing this for a long time. He understands what straight dropping them don't understand. It's every man for themselves. He know God in them don't give a damn about him.
right. So you're making a table. You're making a table for me. We're making a table for you. You're already feeling it. So you can just out mouth of a husband. I wouldn't know Raven. She would have what when they say something about here. Okay. Got all the time. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're dealing in place supposed to be what federal you know, they put us you're not gonna bother me, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's your plus, you know.
Mhm. Are you talking about as far as like the trial?
Well, 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 as far as the trial and as far as I really think, sorry to tell y'all, but this is my personal opinion. That's none of it. You know,
Mhm. Right.
tell y'all, the thing is this involved,
Mhm.
legal.
But even if they did that, people gonna still believe that they were though. I mean, even if they did that, people will spin it and say that they covering for the cookie shop.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. So you know, live with it.
But I think the people that really matters, they don't believe that they were involved because they had not been up there spinning when they was out there spinning. Um, 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 whoever it was, I don't know who it was that was spinning, but I think they would have hit up that cookie shop. But I tell you one thing, it's obvious that it was some more people that was still out that was spinning too because they didn't like about Jeremiah being up there. Um,
Right.
because when it's all said and I know people have a difference of opinion as it relates to Jeremiah, but I still believe that what happened to Jeremiah had everything to do with him being up there. Um, and I'm gonna tell you something. I believe it was True Results that had said that maybe Jeremiah and TZ were related. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that is something to think about because I remember a young lady used to come into my chat and she says that she had known Jeremiah's mother and she says, I remember she said early on, she didn't say the name. She said his mother said she believed his cousin killed him. I didn't think anything of it. And then it came out. Then True Results had said later on that the rumor is that Teaser and Jeremiah were related some kind of way. I don't know. It that could be possible.
But it also be improv.
Right, because a Taylor is a definitely a very common name.
Exactly. Because I got 8 last night.
Hmm.
Right. So this is right off the phone.
But whatever it was, I don't believe nobody sat out there and waited on Jeremiah to come from wherever he came from about no woman. I think they killed him. It had something. Just in my opinion, I just don't believe in coincidences like that.
Just waiting dog. How do I want? I don't know.
Hmm. And I remember looking at a channel and they was saying on the channel that Jeremiah had been getting threats. People had been threatening him, telling him he needed to stop going up there to that memorial, doing that.
I'm all that.
So, like I said, it's definitely gonna be interesting. As far as when the Desmond young man was taken out, um, I don't know what that was. I know Straight Dropping them were not in jail. Straight Drop wasn't even in jail at that point, so I ain't no telling who that was. That was maybe we ought to ask Orange Man Quell who did it, since it was across the street from where his grandmama lived. Now I'm not saying that he did it or he had anything to do with it, but since he got relatives and stuff, and he be in that neighborhood, maybe he heard something.
Let me ask you, Selma. Do you remember 2023?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so same way creativity, the same thing. I think
Mm-hmm.
took out a lot of papers, a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
and you never done it trash. So something like proud, they just really do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that this was what right there for it. Get my nose for it. Whereas she goes, but it's not talking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think this was going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like later, have some kind of relationship.
Right.
Kind of one of those things where, I have some of those part.
Mm-hmm. And that was definitely happening, like 40 going north. But you notice when people started getting arrested, it kind of stopped for a minute, and then Teasy was taken out. Later, like last year. It stopped when the arrests started being made. I mean, so we have to look at patterns. When they finally got straight dropped in them off of the street, some of that stuff stopped, right? I'm talking about as far as like witnesses being taken out. And then out of nowhere, Teaser was taken out. But straight drop them was in jail though, wasn't it?
When you remember they had another they class. So why they can't remember?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, for sure. He one of the roots. He was one of the roots, or he was one of the roots, or he was the trunk of the tree once.
Why? For years ago. Well, you have to know. Like, no. You have somebody out in the world that goes publicly and say, oh, they believe in social institutions. So remain. So you show and you know, somewhere, somebody can find out where he and and like you can find him straight up. You know, how you can go in and private and find it and public all the time. One side of it is literally was or and this was his own, they're not doing it because one of them.
Hmm.
Johnson boy straight got black. That's another thing. You gotta keep them more but like sympathy don't have it's not out on the street. They had it.
I agree. Yeah, we'll see. You don't think so?
I don't think so. The only way that this took proceedings, I think that they took proceedings to Paris, talking, I ain't got it. You even think that. My name comes up there, they automatically don't think salary.
Mm.
Just like now, where I was saying about when he can say nothing to do with cooking, but don't fight. Like, I want him to testify on the 23rd. You might want him to testify on the 26th. They may want him to testify the following month.
Right.
Never know on it. So they got to print him. That's the only reason why I don't know. Now, as far as trade job goes, so trade job was a cheater. I think he was a cheater.
Yeah, he was a shooter, and I believe Cornelius Wills too.
I believe he was too. I believe he know the whole plan. That's why they got to protect him. That's why the state got to protect him. Trying to get to where he was from. And wait, I ain't gonna even lie. I want to make sure Rain is straight. Once I find out she's straight, oh Lord, I'm running my channel and I'm going in on them. Bring up a common sense. This common sense they can do with she got a swallow, right? Man, come on, you can eat them all. That's it.
Mm. I ain't never heard that.
I ain't probably dog like it. You know,
Somebody be doing that.
yeah, that's it. His last life. Or the last before then.
Mm.
Y'all go in
I
and
tell you, I know one thing, and this right here is off subject because I know I be and people say, well, I be so far a lot of times be so far removed because I have so much going on. But I will say this: I think it's a darn shame anytime men feel like they need to get on social medias and be so disrespectful and demeaning and evil as it relates to women. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these men cannot catch a break. And until because they just have a habit of doing I come up off of the bitch and all of that. And until that is changed, every time they turn around, they're gonna be taking a hard loss. They ain't gonna be able to win because that you don't see that in no other culture except for in the black community. You don't see white men and other people referring to their women like that, and you see that they seem to be winning, right? But you in our community, that's all that happens. And it seems like to me with the divide and all of that, these black men, a lot of them, they can't catch a break.
absolutely right. It has to trickle down somewhere. It has to have an opinion. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
know, something saying it or just something still doing it. Don't have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people don't realize this, or a lot of people don't care. They probably realize it and don't care. Yeah, one of those type of guys that don't care. And I look at him like, well, you throwing out a black woman. And then second of all, you moving it on to the community. Throwing out community. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People being realistic. Some of these people have superior mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, mentally,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. Crazy. Don't make sense, man. I kind of really, he's actually a smart guy. That's really actually a smart guy. but he directed attention in the wrong area. He like their kid. He like their kid in kindergarten. You know, you know all the things. Just doesn't want. Just want to be playing point.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they do remind me of.
Mm-hmm. I tell you.
I'm
I'm glad you called in. I appreciate you calling in.
Now we trying, maybe. I ain't gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say
Okay. Yeah, we are. We're probably around the same age. What year was you born in?
something.
Okay, you're a little bit before me, but we there together.
I'm talking to older.
Yeah, you're a little older than me, but we there together. We came from the same era. I appreciate you calling in 662 Media.
Thing already. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I love you too. Talk with you later. Bye bye. Shout out to 662 Media. Hey, listen, this case has caused like I think because of all of the stuff that has been put into the atmosphere, but can y'all believe 29 days? 29 days. And you know, it's going down. It's going down in 29 days. That's why I say it would be good for people to unlearn a lot of what, you know, they've they've learned or whatever. And because it's gonna all come out. That's if Straight Drop has not secretly taken a plea deal. I don't know. It's something weird about it to me. When he said 5 or 6 days, he was like, "We move quick in Shelby County." That's a lie. They don't. It don't work like that. Not with a case of this caliber, with as much evidence as they have. Has somebody quietly taken a plea deal? I can't get nobody to tell me. And I probably don't need to know, as a matter of fact, because if they tell me, I'll mess around and tell it in my, So I don't need to know. Okay. Will this be a fairly quick trial in your thoughts? I don't, Tyrone, I don't see how it could be fairly quick with all of the evidence and stuff that they have. Not unless the person that's going to trial, ain't nobody going to trial but straight trial. Has he quietly pleaded out? Hey, I could see the reason for them not saying so right now, because for his safety. Yeah, for his safety. So, at any rate, y'all, I got to eat so that I can, I've been sitting here drinking my water. Um, and I ain't even looked to see what meal that they sent me. I got this, shoot. They send me my meal every day on how everything I, should eat for the day, and how to prep it. Listen, my head hurt me a little bit. I do know that they sent me, yesterday I ate an omelet for breakfast. Look like I'm gonna have to do the same thing today. Eat me an omelet. Okay. And Nicole says, "Do you think the feds are going to pick this up?" The feds are already involved. I think it's already picked up. It's been picked up. I believe that it's been something going on as it relates to the feds since for 2 years. But hey, I just I just let them do their job. But I think it's been something going on since January of 2022. Glorilla doing weather spots on the news. Tyrone says so. Only two people standing trial. Only one, because it does not say that Cornelius is going to trial. It just says that he got to appear there in court that day. He's got to report to court that day, but it does not say that he's going to trial. So, anyways, yeah, I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta start prepping to. I need to. Yeah, how come Walgreens is not doing COVID tests anymore? They're not doing the C to the vid. I'll say that they're not doing those tests anymore. They basically, and the tests are inaccurate. And it could be because mine are old. I've had them now for 2 years. So I had gotten a lot of them. So I might need to buy an updated one, but I'm still just gonna put on my mask and have my hand sanitizer, my alcohol, and all of that, and just stay away from people until we can get this thing figured out. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I'll just stop and get me something. I'll just stop and get me something, okay, to confirm that it's negative. If Straight Drop pleads out, they will finalize it the day that the trial is supposed to start. Right. They'll do that, and then a few days later, maybe, um they'll start letting, Dolph's family come up or whatever, and but that might be, they might let them start coming up around sentencing time and all of that. A few days later, Cornelius probably go back to court to um to say whatever it is he gonna say. I don't know, so he can, and ask the courts to since he cooperated or whatever went on. If he did, however that's gonna work out, I don't really even know though. I guess the only thing we could do is just see, right? Only thing we could do is just see. We'll be seeing with everybody else. But anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.